Kate Retzel, the principal of LES here. We're welcoming you to the open house. You should have a chance to come in through this video and see your child's teacher, see their classroom, and meet any interventionists or specialists who might work with them. We thank you for your patience with this new style for this COVID year, and we hope you enjoy.
Hello, grade 3 families. My name is Ruth LeConte. I teach the remote SEL, social emotional learning, in the morning. I also teach English and science in person and remotely, and vocabulary remotely. I will flip-flop teaching English and science. After completing a unit of English, I will teach a unit of science and so on. English writing will consist of grammar and writing narrative, persuasive, and informative writing pieces. I will teach grammar using the Grade 3 Saturday of Grammar workbook during the remote English day. During in-person days, I will teach writing, including how to navigate and use Google Docs. You will notice the acronym FCA on many grading guides. I grade pieces according to a specific focus correction area. I will always inform the students of the FCA. The first science unit will be Earth and Space with weather and climate science. It will be taught during the in-person days. Science pieces will receive 2 grades, one for science content and one for writing grammar content. Vocabulary will be taught remotely using Sadular vocabulary workshop. Students will receive a grade of progressing or needs improvement. I would also like to explain a little bit about the binder we use in grade 3. Binders contain the student agenda, student folders, and a homework folder. Please check your child's homework folder each night. The papers in the take-home side are to be taken out each night. Please read your child's agenda each night. Your child has written in assignments as well as other important information. For example, there are times when we need to cancel a Zoom and give paperwork when we have meetings during the school day. Students would have written this in their agenda. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact one of the grade 3 team members. Thank you for working with us to help make this year be a productive year for your child among all the unexpected events that may arise.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Fenley. I teach all the 3rd graders math and some spelling.
And I'm Miss Beth, and I work also with the 3rd graders.
We use the Go Math series for math instruction and Foundations for spelling. I would like to thank you in advance for helping your child master the basic multiplication facts. Your child's goal will be to say them verbally in 2 seconds and write them in 3 seconds. We'll be talking in class about how to make this fun. For example, playing multiplication war, multiplication riddles, or writing the facts in sidewalk talk. We will be working on multiplication in Chapter 3, and your child will receive multiplication flashcards once we start. I will be asking that the students practice them nightly for at least 5 minutes, and that the flashcards stay in your child's binder so they can be used at both home and school. I would also like to point out that on the math canvas under Go Math Chapter Lessons are some videos that may be helpful to the skills we are working on. Also on Canvas, I try to make an announcement about what your child will be working on remotely in case they are absent on the remote day. Please feel free to email me with any questions you may have. As for spelling, we will also be working on cursive through the Foundations program. Just a little bit about homework. On most nights, your child will be reading for 15 minutes and asked to practice either the multiplication flashcards or the vocabulary cards for 5 minutes. And on most nights, we'll have a math sheet, which is the front side only. If there's no sheet in your child's agenda, it'll just say no sheet. Occasionally, you'll be asked to study some science vocabulary cards or reading vocabulary cards. Nice to meet you all.
Hello, 3rd grade families. I'm Teresa Hartman. I teach your children reading, social studies, and spelling. In reading, we've been working on character traits. So please ask your child to tell you the 4 ways that we identify traits in a character. Tell them to show you, not tell you, and I'll give you a hint. All right, ask them to tell you what that means. Hopefully, by the time that you are watching this video, we will have started this book, Amber Brown is Not a Crayon. We'll be reading it in school, so you don't have to worry about the book coming home. But on our Google Classroom, we will have it posted. The chapters will be read aloud by someone other than me, so they can listen to the chapters that we have read in school. In spelling, we use the Foundations program, and we've picked up where we left off when school shut down in the spring in level 2. Now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about when your kids are absent. Please know that when your child misses a Zoom class during their at-home or remote day, they are marked absent if they've missed all of the Zooms, or they are marked as dismissed if they are only present for some of the Zooms. When your student is absent, either for in-school classes or Zoom classes, please look for one of these. When the work is complete, please check off the work as completed and return the slip and the completed work to school. Please note that when your child misses a Zoom class, they probably will have to make up the work at home, as their Zoom materials are at home, like their grammar book, their dog book, and the vocabulary book. We will do our best to help them get caught up here at school, but again, there's not as many opportunities this year for that. Thank you for your time and attention.
Hello, LES families, and welcome to the Academic Support class. I'm Nancy Forget, and I'd like to tell you about some of the services I provide. I am the special education teacher for both 3rd and 4th grade. My role as a special education teacher is to provide instruction and academic support for students on individual education plans, and to facilitate their participation in the general education setting. I work closely with the general education teachers to adapt curriculum and provide accommodations and appropriate modifications as needed. In order to meet the diverse learning needs of my students, I'm able to provide academic support in the general education setting and targeted instruction in math and ELA on an individual basis or small group setting. Thank you so much for visiting the Academic Support Classroom.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Carlino.
And I'm Miss Warner. We're the PE teachers at Lee Elementary School.
Like most things in 2020, we're doing things differently this year in the gym. We have completely redesigned our curriculum since many of the fun games and activities that we have taught in the past use shared equipment or encourage students to invade each other's space.
We're still teaching all of our basic concepts and skills in kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade. We teach many fundamental gross and fine motor skills, in addition to laying a foundation of gameplay. In 3rd grade is when we start to shift from teaching the skills to teaching games that use those skills. It's very similar to the shift from when we learn how to read to reading to learn.
Throughout our curriculum in all grades, we also teach a lot of health-based content. We learn about nutrition, the importance of exercise, how our body works, and so much more. We also have a huge emphasis on social-emotional learning so students can understand their emotions, set goals, understand empathy, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions.
We're taking many precautions this year. We started the year outside where our amazing custodial staff painted circles for students to be able to move around in. Our state guidance allows students to participate in physical activity outside without a mask if they're 10 feet apart. So we created circles that are 12 feet in diameter and 12 feet apart.
On rainy days, and now that it's getting colder and snow is around the corner, we will be inside the gym. Here we have 6-foot squares that are 6 to 7 feet apart. Because we're inside, students must have a mask on at all times. The circles and the outside and the squares in here give students a defined space that they can move around in without getting close to their classmates.
We're very careful in our cleaning procedures. We have sanitizing spray that we use to mop the floors in between every single class. We only allow students to use personal equipment that's easy to clean, and we have sanitizing wipes and spray after every single class.
Finally, we do require students to wear sneakers on their PE days, so please make sure that your children are wearing them.
We love seeing your children again. Thank you so much for watching, and please let us know if you have any questions.
Hi, I'm Greg Houston, the librarian here at Lee Elementary School. I'd like to give you a brief introduction to the library and then talk a little bit about things we're doing for this school year. So down on this end of the library, we have the section dedicated to the younger grades, K through 2. And then on the shelves a little bit closer, you're seeing some series fiction, which both physically connects the younger grades end of the library to the older grades end of the library, as well as kind of bridging the reading levels between those two groups. So as we come around to the other end, you will see the end of the library that's for the older students, grades 3 through 6. And then finally coming around, as we wrap around, we come to our solution for this year, which is our book cart that has a variety of books that I bring to classes every day. And I have my laptop computer with a scanner attached so that I can check out books for the students. And then when the students are returning books, they are placing them in this cart, dropping them in the slot so that nobody else is touching them. And they go into one of these day of the week plastic bins where they stay for 1 week. Best library practice now is to stay for at least 3 days. I do it for 1 week just to make it easier on me. That allows them to be safely recirculated. So these books here are some of the books that have been circulating for the younger grades and for the older grades. In the classes in kindergarten, we have talked about doing taking care of books. The students have colored bookmarks so that they can mark a page without folding down a corner. In first grade, we talked about parts of a book. For second grade, we've just been doing some activities like word searches as I'm signing out books. In the older grades, we've been concentrating on learning how to sign into the library software so that students are able to select particular books, so they'll be able to put a hold on the book. So instead of just bringing a selection of books for them to choose from, I will be able to bring specific books that they've asked for. So that's our solution for this year. So welcome back.
Hello, third grade families. My name is Miss White. I'm the band director at Lee Elementary School, as well as your students' music teacher this year. So in third grade music, we focus a lot on the skills needed to play an instrument in band in fourth grade. So we're going to be working on keeping a steady beat. We're going to be working on music reading. We're going to be working on some oral skills. We're going to be doing some percussion. And what I hope is creating an ensemble of boom whackers, which if you don't know what those are, you want to look them up on YouTube. They're pretty awesome. So usually in third grade, we would be playing the recorder to get them ready to play a band instrument, but due to the current COVID restrictions, we are not allowed to, so we're going to be doing this instead, and I'm actually really excited about it, and I hope that they will have a great time as well as have fun learning the stuff that they need to be able to play an instrument in band next year. So I hope you all have a great year, and I look forward to meeting you at some point, whether remotely or in person. Thanks.
Hello families, my name is Mr. Boulay. I am the art teacher here at Lee Elementary School. Your student will see me like this, wearing face protection and wheeling my art on a cart into their individual classrooms for art class. So this year definitely runs a bit different from prior years because of the whole COVID experience, but your student will still receive an excellent art education every time they see me in class. I bring all my supplies in the cart for them to use. Know that I will keep them safe. Any and all art supplies are returned to a used supply section for me to wipe down and spray and make sure that I keep all supplies clean and everyone's safe here at school. I look forward to future years once COVID goes away and we can have students back in the art room. But for now, Art on a Cart is working here at LES, and I'm excited to have a good, successful school year with your students. So thank you very much, and we'll see you around.
Hi, I'm Heather Lucy. I'm the School Adjustment Counselor at Lee Elementary School. I work with students in grades pre-K through 6. I help students, families, and teachers all work together to make plans for success for students. I help students with their social emotional development and well-being, conflict resolution, and brain-based strategies.
Hi, I'm Rachel Wildrick. I'm the school psychologist, and this is my office. I work here at Lee Elementary School and at the middle school and high school. I work with all students, all grades, just to help them when they're needing to know their strengths and weaknesses, both cognitively and academically.
Hi, my name's Heather Gray,
And I'm Brianna Solayo.
and we are the speech pathologists at Lee Elementary School. Some of the things that we do here are we work on articulations of sounds, social skills. We answer and practice answering different WH questions like who, what, where, why, and when. We work on vocabulary and grammar. We also work on different concepts and inferences and predictions.
These are all great skills to learn, navigate through the school day, and make friends.
And you see our plexiglass, we have these to be able to separate our kids, and especially when you're working on social skills and how you produce a sound, this mask is super helpful so kids can see my face.
Hi, I'm Tim Merton. I'm Dean of Students at Lee Elementary.
My name is Andy Clark. I'm the English as a Second Language teacher here at Lee Elementary School. Your children and I explore language through the reading of books, websites, articles. We also write together to show our ideas, and we connect our readings and our writings to real-life projects where we build things like the Eiffel Tower and the Trojan Horse. Thanks for visiting my classroom today.